Denard Span. He's the game's first batter, and we're ready to get things started. The fastball is in there. It's 0-1. Well, we've seen some great games between these two teams because both feel they're probably going to end up in the running at the end.
You know, and it's interesting because they are very different teams. The White Sox, a power-based team. The Twins manufacture runs using speed and situational hitting.
Good circle change that time, but it's called a ball. 1-2. The Twins actually had a winning record against the White Sox last year, but not here at this field.
Well, I tell you what, then they're going to look to try to keep that going. They've got to build on that because the Twins are a team that you better knock them out early because as the season goes on, they start to believe.
Big swing and a miss on a heater. Strike him out, 1 down.
With 2 strikes, the hitter lined at the fastball. He got it, but didn't do anything with it.
And a moment to check out the defensive alignment for the White Sox. So, Steve, the thoughts on a fielder here?
Well, Carlos Quentin, Gary, has really become a guy who's a two-way player. We know what he can do with the bat, but defensively, good range in the outfield and a very strong throwing arm.
And Casillas batting. First pitch, fastball, 0-1.
You know what? If I had to choose, I'll take the veterans just because they've been through the war and they have stuff to fall back on when they struggle, Gary, and he's clearly done that.
Colon with the delivery. 0-1, fastball and a called strike. And certainly this kind of a veteran pitcher is the go-to guy when you need that win after a couple of losses.
Well, that's a great point. You know, that stopper, that guy in the rotation that, you know, keeps you out of the losing streaks.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a breaking ball. 2 down.
We need to see that again. Only 3 pitches, and he's back to the dugout.
Sometimes a pitcher just gets the mental advantage over the hitter, and the hitter never gets an at-bat going. And Joe Mauer to bat. Base is empty with 2 outs. Starts him out with a called strike on the circle change.
But Gary, awfully tough to read this pitch out of his hand. He has great deception, makes it look like a fastball. It just comes out so much slower.
He delivers, and that's a strike. Mauer now will cover that plate with that big bat.
Well, the Minnesota Twins in 2008 struggled on the road, only winning 35 of their 81 games, so it was a little bit more difficult on the road than it was at home.
Good slider that time. Ruled the ball. 1-2. One of the amazing things Steve's talking about a road record where they struggle a bit is that they did that even with a pitching staff that did a pretty good job.
Well, they did, but I think it was the offense that struggled on the road where other teams were in slugging ballparks. The Twins just couldn't keep pace.
This one to Przinsky. That's caught. Side is retired. And they're unable to make any noise here in this half inning. And we move on to the home half of the first. And out on the mound, we've got Francisco Liriano. Minnesota has him starting. And as he looks at this White Sox lineup, what are they going to see from him today?
Gary, Francisco Liriano has such a great combination of pitches. A fastball in the low to mid-90s, a devastating slider, and a changeup that has so much deception to it.
And we've got Anderson batting. First pitch is a big curveball in there, 0-1. Swings over the top on that one, and it's 0-2. Got him. 1 away.
You can't make it any easier than this.
That's as efficient as you can get. 3 pitches. See you later. Now's a good time to take a quick look at Minnesota's defensive setup. Scouting these fielders. Steve.
Now there's Carlos Gomez, maybe the fastest player in the major leagues, and speed is an asset on defense. He can run the ball down in the gap, plus it allows him to outrun his mistakes.
It's going to be Przinski. And Liriano misses low that time. He deals. 1-0 pitch is a slider. Swung on and missed. 1-1. You know, the Chicago White Sox in 08 for their campaign, they were a pleasant surprise.
Well, they really were. You have about Carlos Quentin and Alexei Ramirez, two young guys making a major difference in their season.
Over the top on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As you may recall, they had to play that one-game playoff in the 08 season in order to get to the postseason.
Well, but you know what? It took a lot out of them, that race down the stretch to even get to the playoffs, and the Rays took advantage of them in the first round.
Got him there. That was a nice strikeout.
Well, Gary, that's an outstanding slider. That great late action with 2 strikes. Not much you can do with that one. Tough one to hit.
And it's Carlos Quentin in the box now. Last season near the top in home runs in the league. Base is empty and 2 down. Ground ball to short. Gets through, and that'll go as the game's first hit. Brought to you by State Farm, the White Sox, their lineup today. Steve, who do you keep an eye on there?
Well, hats off for Jim Thome, the big guy, the power, over 500 home runs in his career, and obviously on his way to the Hall of Fame.
And Jermaine Dye up. Only one hitter had more runs scored for the ball club last year. 2 outs and a man on first. The 0-0 delivery, a fastball taken for a strike. Here's the pitch. Here's a fly ball to straightaway left. That's caught. Side is retired. No runs at a base hit. They leave 1 man on at first. Still scoreless in Chicago. Cleanup batter due up next. And Justin Morneau. They're right there at the top of the RBI leaders last season. Colon with the delivery. Line softly to center field. And it's caught by Ramirez. And Kubel's in the box. Base is empty, 1 out. This is in the air, straight away left. And that'll set down Kubel. 2 away. And it's Delman Young at the plate. 2 outs, base is empty. It's now 0-1. Watch that fastball go by. These White Sox on a team on a mission most of the time, even though there seems to be always something going on inside this ball club.
Well, they do have that, but you know, there's some real grit about this team. A lot of good hard-nosed baseball players.
And a good eye there by Delman Young. That'll even the count. Certainly for the White Sox, talent has not been an issue on this team. You look up and down their lineup, some big names.
Well, they have that sort of strut to their game as well, and I think that stems from their manager. They take on the personality of the manager.
Check swing held back, but it's a strike anyway. 1-2. The 1-2 from Colon. And a good eye there by Delman Young. That'll even the count.
Got the hitter out in front, but he had the discipline to lay off the changeup out of the zone.
Hit on the ground up the middle. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. And a good defensive half inning. 3 up, 3 down. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. 5, 6, 7 hitters to get things started. And it's Jim Thome in the box now. He'll start the home half of the second. There's a strike from Lariano, now 0-1.
Well, if you've done your homework, you know how you're going to attack this guy. You got to go with the slider here.
And he delivers. And he leaves that pitch alone. Jim Thome, with patience, evens the count. Started to go around, but a called strike, 1-2. Swing and a miss. That's a changeup. Down on strikes, 1 out.
Now, good pitch right at the knees there. He swung right over the top of it and just couldn't put it in play.
And here's Paul Konerko. Definitely a significant part of the offense for Ozzie Guillen's team. 1 out, bases empty. Fastball just misses. 1-0.
Well, the Twins, with all these young players, not nearly as good on the road as they are at home, but still a lot of talent on this roster.
On the way. In there at the letters, evening the count, 1-1. In order to be the persistent threat they are in the division, Steve, this ball club will look to pick up maybe 5 or 6 more wins on the road this year.
And I'll tell you what, I think that they're going to be very competitive with the Tigers and the Indians and the White Sox, and in a surprising Royals team.
Swing and a shot to third. The diving stop, and he's up with it. From his knees, got him. What a throw. And in the batter's box, it's Ramirez. One of the best hitters this team had last year. 2 outs and nobody on. There's a swing and a line drive. And that's a base hit. Ramirez on board with the single. And Fields is in the box. Runner on first, 2 away. And swinging and missing on Lariano's pitch, 0-1. Oh, Ramirez stealing. And his throw, he is out. Great throw. No runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. Second inning over, move on to the third. Bottom 3 due up next. On screen, a look at the guy in charge, Ron Gardenhire. The skipper that's happy not to have given up any runs yet, but watching for that opportunity for his offense to get on the board. And we've got Busher at the plate. He'll get things going here in the third. That swung on and grounded up the middle. And that's in plenty of time for the out.
The cat-like reflexes on the mound allowed him to grab that ball in a hurry and retire the runner at first base.
Harris at the plate. Nobody on base, 1 away. On the ground to first. Played by Konerko. And he steps on first. That's the second out.
Well, flashing some leather over there at first base, doing a nice job getting the runner himself.
Gomez at the plate. Base is empty with 2 outs. Foul ball behind home plate. Colon with the delivery. Fastball swung on. Can't make contact and behind on the count 0-2.
Well, he's going to have to get started a little bit earlier because this fastball is a little too much for him. He's way behind, swinging right over the top of it.
Slider swung on and missed. Struck him out. That's going to retire the side. Only 5 pitches to get out of that inning. That'll rest your arm. We're at the top of the 3rd over. We'll move on to the home half of the inning. Playing under some nice weather today, at least cool weather. Still need to keep those pitching hands warmed up, though. And about ready to get going. And Fields is in the box. He'll get us going here in the home half of the 3rd. There's a strike from Lariano, now 0-1.
Well, a changeup right there hit a good spot. You want to keep that down in the zone, so even if they swing at it, it stays in the ballpark.
The pitch. Off-speed pitch is in there, and he falls behind, 0-2. On the ground to short. Harris picks. And that'll retire Fields.
It's a nice throw by the shortstop, and the key to that is having good feet. When an infielder makes bad throws, it's not because of his arm, it's because of his feet.
Gets settling in. Base is empty with 1 away. Mauer setting up. Swung on, grounded towards the hole. On to Morneau. 2 away.
Well, he stayed with that ground ball. Tough play. Able to just chuck it over there after he grabs it. He's out.
And we've got Anderson batting. He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup. 2 outs, base is empty. First pitch, here it comes. Swing and a foul straight back. (0-1) offering from Lariano. Here's a swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-2.
Well, he's in trouble right here, Gary, and he knows it. He knows he gets a little overly aggressive on the 0-2 pitch. Let's see how good a pitch they give him.
The slider swung on and missed. Struck him out. Side gone. 7 pitches, and it's done. That's how you save your arm and go deep into a game. Still scoreless in Chicago. For those of you catching up with our ball game, hi everybody, this is Gary Thorne. I'm along with Steve Phillips. Major League Baseball right here, 2K Sports. And it's Denard Span. He'll start things off here, inning number 4. Here's the first pitch. And he squares around, gets down the bunt. Colon over to first for out number 1.
Got to like the creativity, trying to get on any way that you can, but just didn't locate that bunt where he needed to beat it out and be safe.
And Casillas batting. Struck out swinging last time. 1 out, nobody on. First pitch, a fastball. That's in there for a strike.
Like they haven't scored or gotten a hit, and we're in the 4th inning right now, and they've got to really reconsider their approach at the plate as we move through the lineup the second time around.
0-1. Colon kicks and delivers. Fielded by Ramirez. And Casilla is retired.
Look, Gary, he just continues to mow this lineup down. And we're talking about 11 hitters in a row retired.
And here's Joe Mauer. Led the American League last year in average. 2 outs and nobody on. And Mauer ready for the first pitch. There's a smash towards the hole. He's got it. What a play. Well, how about that? Only needed 4 pitches to set down the guys. Tremendous. We'll go now to the bottom of the 4th. It's going to be Przinsky. 0 for 1 thus far. Laureano sets and throws. Swinging a drive deep left center. It's off the wall and a hop. Pulls into second with that double, so he's in scoring position now with nobody out.
This is the way you want to start the inning. Get a man in scoring position immediately. Good piece of hitting.
And it's Carlos Quentin in the box now. He had a single in his last time up. No one out and a runner on second. First pitch to Quentin. There's a strike from Laureano, now 0-1.
Well, this is great pitching right here. You throw that breaking ball around the outside corner, hitting your spot. Not much you can do with that as a hitter.
Kicks and throws. Strike 2. Now with no balls, 2 strikes. Quentin needs to protect that strike zone. Swung on, line softly towards center. And he gets it down. He's 2 for 2 now. There's the throw. And Przinsky comes in. Boy, this lineup, they are hot right now. The chances, they are productive.
I tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate and took advantage of it.
And Jermaine Dye up. Well, this offense has taken some pressure off the pitching at this point, Steve.
Well, you have to credit this lineup, Gary. Some quality at bats right now and taking advantage of the opportunities, and now they have a lead.
0-1 offering from Laureano. And it's 0-2. Dye will be looking to make contact. And it may be early going. They've got a chance to maybe put this ball game away and put a little defeatism on the other side.
Well, what I really like is their
hit in the air to left center. And it's going to be Young. Able to glide over. Not much of a problem on that one. And Jim Thome seems to get on with a lot of free passes. The most walked hitter on the team last year. 1 down, runner at first. Thome gets in. Here's the first delivery. There's a strike from Laureano, now 0-1.
As one of the leaders on this team in walks, he just rarely chases the ball out of the zone. He finds a way to get on base.
Here it comes. Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And that gets in there. Thome a base hit. Looked at a second like he might go, but I guess he's happy with first. Boy, what a time now to capitalize if they can.
Gary, this ball is down out of the strike zone, but he was able to go down and get it, make just enough contact to pick himself a knock.
And it's Paul Konerko now. He bounced out his last time. Runners on first and second with 1 out. And he starts Konerko out. Now here's a grounder towards the hole. He dives and gets it. From his knees, he got him. What a play. Only way he's going to make this play once he stopped it was to make that throw the way he did.
Well, even after the diving stop, I didn't know if they were going to have enough time to get him at first, but he didn't get to his feet. Throwing from his knees was the key.
And in the batter's box, it's Ramirez. He had the most stolen bases on the ball club last year. And swinging and missing on Laureano's pitch. 0-1.
He's the guy on this team that they go to. If they need the stolen base, he's the man.
Pitch on the way. Ground ball up the middle. Casilla They push across the game's first run in the fourth. The White Sox have the lead 1-0. There's a familiar face, Ozzie Guillen, looking up. Things have been going right for him. His ball club today, last half inning, they proved productive. Now they're looking to expand that lead. And it's Justin Morneau at the plate. Last season, top 10 most hits. Now Morneau is ready. Popped way up on the infield. One down. And Kubal's in the box. He flew out his last time up. One out, nobody on. Watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike.
You know, I know we're not supposed to say anything about no hitters, so I would never say anything about that, Gary. But
don't worry.
You know, I don't think they have any hits here, and we're, moving through the middle part of the ballgame.
Bartolo Colon now up in the count, 0-2.
He likes to try to make contact 0-2 and not get struck out, so that means you can't throw anything too close to the plate right here.
Swung on, grounded towards the hole. 2 down. And it's Delman Young at the plate. Grounded out his last time up. Base is empty and 2 down. First delivery to Young. Hit in the dirt. Gets. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. Quick half inning there. It's over. 5 pitches. On now to the bottom of the 5th inning. And Fields is in the box. He's going to start the home half of the 5th. Laureano sets and throws. Changeup just misses. 1-0. Here's the 1-0. This one swung on, hit down the line and right. And it's caught by Span.
Had to run toward the line to be able to make this catch, but able to get there in plenty of time to put it away.
Gets. Batting now. Grounded out his last time through. Base is empty. 1 out. And here's the first one. And swinging and missing on Laureano's pitch. 0-1. Here's the pitch. He lets that fastball go by for a called strike. 0-2.
Now that he's gotten the 4-seamer down and in, look for him to go outside now.
Mauer setting up. And he checks his swing. Home plate umpire says he didn't go. The appeal's going to go to third base. And our third base umpire says no. So he survives a close check swing. 2 strikes on him already. And Laureano misses low that time.
Now, if you're going to miss, this is where you want to miss. Throw that breaking ball at the bottom of the strike zone. If the hitter swings and puts it in play, it's a ground ball out.
A smash between short and third. In time for the out. And we've got Anderson batting. 0 for 2 thus far. Base is empty with 2 outs. Laureano sets and throws. Expecting something higher that time. 0-1.
Well, this is exactly the situation where he's going to pull the curve ball out. This guy really struggles with it when he's behind.
Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. This one's going to be fielded by Span, and that's going to do it in this half inning. And nothing across here in this half of the inning. Sixth inning of baseball as we move to the top half. It'll be the bottom third of the order coming to the plate. And for those of you just coming on, it's Gary Thorne along with Steve Phillips. Great to have you with us. 2K Sports, Major League Baseball. And we've got a Busher at the plate. He's going to get us started here in the sixth. And the first pitch. Fastball taken high. 1-0.
Look here, as we move through the middle part of this ball game right now, they just cannot mount any offense at all. No hits. And I'll tell you what, this pitcher is just shutting them down.
Here's the 1-0 from Cologne. And that's over for a strike. 1-1.
This is why changing speeds is so important for a pitcher. You get the hitter off balance, even more effective when it's down in the zone.
The 1-1 pitch. Waves at a fastball on that 1-1 pitch. Strike two.
It looked to me like he's sitting on that two-seamer. He just swung right over the top of it. Good late movement.
Swung on a fly ball down the left field line. And that is down. Twins first base hit.
Well, there you go. There's the first hit of the game, making it into the sixth inning. Pretty impressive performance, and certainly the crowd appreciates his effort.
Harris at the plate. Grounded out last time. Runner on first. First pitch on the way. Shows bunt, didn't offer. It's a strike anyway. 0-1. Drops down a bunt. He plays it on the hop. Over to second for one. Back to first. Not in time. 1-2. Won't get it.
That's a good snap decision right there. Making the play on the bunt and getting the lead runner out at second base. Nice job.
Gomez at the plate. Struck out swinging his last time up. One out, man on first. Cologne with the delivery. It's now 0-1. Watch that fastball go by.
Look, Gary, 0-1 count. I'm looking for him to come right back with that fastball.
He delivers. Second pitch, waves at the fastball, and suddenly it's strike two. Swung on and fouled away. Swinging a ground ball, foul past first. Slider swung out and missed. Two down.
Well, big strikeout right there, but he's not out of the woods yet. With two outs, you got to figure he's got to go right at this guy and leave the tying run on base.
And it's Denard Span for his team, number 2 in stolen bases a season ago. Two outs and a man on first. First pitch to Span. Fastball in there. 0-1. And this is inside, and that hit him hard.
Yeah, take one for the team. Well, sometimes it's going to leave a mark, and that's definitely going to. The fastball can hurt. Both managers sitting on the edge of the bench right now, understanding this is a critical point in this game.
This is one of those great opportunities, and opportunities you have to take advantage of. Being down just one in this game, big chance for a hit.
Well, nothing says clutch hitting like a two-out RBI. He's got to make contact and try to put it in play.
0-1. Cologne kicks and delivers. And the side's retired. Dye making the play. He'll head in off the field. So they're shut down again. That's 6 shutout innings so far. The White Sox still ahead. It's going to be Przinsky. Had a double his last time up. First pitch. There's a strike from Lariano. Now 0-1. Here's the pitch. That swung out and hit. Young is there. That's one away. This looks serious enough, Steve, that he may have to come out of this ball game. That's tough.
Well, with the medical staff going out there, I don't think he's going to be able to return and stay in the game.
Out on the mound, Jesse Crane. They bring him in following the injury. And Quinton settles in. He was in that top 10 list for home runs last year. 1 out, bases empty. First pitch on the way. Swung, ground ball to short, and that one goes foul. And Quinton watches that one go by, and the count is even.
Just off the black on the outside part of the plate. Couldn't quite get it.
There's contact. He drove it well. And it's caught. The play by Gomez. That's the second out of the inning. And it's Jermaine Dye in the box now. And last year, the most hits for this club. 2 outs, bases empty. On the way. And he takes that curveball for a strike. 0-1.
Okay, as you look at him, I mean, he's clearly a big part of this offense, and they need him to produce if they're going to win.
On the ground to short. Harris picks. Throws on to first. Side is retired. No runs, no hits, no one left on. And we're through 6 innings. And Mauer settles in. He'll start things off here in the 7th. And the first pitch. The fastball is in there. It's 0-1.
What an extraordinary effort out of the mound today. I mean, we're deep into this ball game. They've only been able to generate 1 hit against him. His stuff has been phenomenal, and his execution even better.
The pitch. And that's a strike. Mauer now will cover that plate with that big bat.
Well, the backdoor breaking ball right there. They set up a way and executed the pitch perfectly.
Oh, tough one to lay off right there. That fastball. 1-2. One-two pitch coming. Swing and a line drive. And it's caught by Ramirez. We have said it more than once today, but he continues to look extremely sharp, Steve.
He's so locked in. You wonder how long he can keep it going. I haven't seen anybody pitch like this in a long time.
Nobody on base. 1 away. Colon with the delivery. Just missed with the fastball. 1-0.
Just couldn't get the hitter to chase that fastball down and away.
The 1-0 pitch. Holds up, but it's a called strike. Evens the count at 1. Good looking fastball. Called the ball though. 2-1.
Now this 2-1 count, he likes to swing the bat. He tends not to take that borderline pitch, so if you can make a good pitch, you got a chance to get him right here.
2-1 on the way. That one is hit well. Quentin's there. The catch is made, and that's out number 2. The question is, can he keep this going?
Now, you know what? It's different for every guy, but from what we see today, he is locked in, dominating stuff, and he looks strong.
And Kubal's in the box. 0 for 2 thus far. 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch to him. The 0-0 delivery, a fastball taken for a strike.
That's a good fastball right there. He blew that one right by him.
Bartolo Colon now up on the count, 0-2.
He's a free swinger on the 0-2 count, so you've got to think to yourself, don't give him anything too good to hit.
Colon with the delivery. Fastball is up high, then it's 1-2. Swinging a liner to left. And there's Quentin for out number 3. And Stevie has shut him down, and it's 7 now under his belt.
Unstoppable at this point. Absolutely unstoppable. I think he's going to finish it off.
The White Sox still ahead. And if you're just tuning in, great to have you with us. Gary Thorne, Steve Phillips, bringing you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. And it's Jim Thome in the box now. 1 for 2 in the ball game. Thome gets in. Here's the first delivery. Called strike. 0-1.
He let that four-seam fastball go up and in the zone. It's up in his eyes. You can see it well. He just couldn't pull the trigger.
The pitch. And he leaves that pitch alone. Jim Thome with patience evens the count. The 1-1. He takes a fastball for a strike. Now it's 1-2.
Now 2 strikes on him. They're probably going to throw him the slider here. He struggles with it.
He deals. He can't connect on that. Jim Thome up empty on a swing.
That's a hard-biting curveball right there with great break. Awfully tough to put in play. Swung right through it.
And here's Paul Konerko. Ground out victim last time through. 1 out, nobody on. And he starts Konerko out. Well, he tries to pull back. Home plate umpire says he did. They want to challenge that, though. No go is the call, so he'll dig back in again. Fastball just misses, and he falls behind 2-0.
Well, you got to love the four-seam fastball for this pitcher, Gary. He knows exactly where to locate it. He can command it very well.
Hot shot towards the hole. On that one, eats him up. But he stays with it. Gets the out. That's how you do it. And command, Steve, that you were talking about with this pitcher, that's the key. And with this pitcher, if you can do that, you got the game in hand.
You know, it's more important than movement and anything else. If you can throw it where you want to, you can execute your plan.
2 outs, bases empty. Here's the first pitch. Liner towards the hole. Nothing doing here in this half inning. We'll move ahead to the 8th. Looking to the lineup, 6, 7, 8 hitters on their way to the plate. Dotel gets ready to throw. The White Sox turning to a reliever here.
I'll tell you what, this is one of those decisions you can go either way. He's pitched pretty well to this point, but it is getting late. Do you want to take any chances? The manager decides to go to the pen.
And it's Delman Young at the plate. He'll lead it off here, inning number 8. First delivery to Young. Swinging a high chopper towards the hole. Over to Konerko. One away. And we've got a Busher at the plate. Had a base hit his last time up. Base is empty with one away. Hotel with the windup. Watches a fastball that's in there. 0-1. Swung on. That's going to be hit foul. Long fly ball left side. Swing and a miss on the fastball. Second out in the inning.
I think that's an outstanding sequence of pitches. 3 good choices, and he finishes them off quickly.
Tremendous job. He wasn't going to fool around with that hitter. Harris at the plate. Bounced into a fielder's choices last time. Base is empty and 2 down. First pitch on the way. And that's too low. 1-0.
That two-seam fastball is such an effective pitch. 1, because it gets ground ball outs, but 2, it sets up his other pitches.
The 1-0 now. Line drive. And that's going to do it. Konerko's there. They're held in check yet again. Scoreless through 8 innings. Now time for the White Sox. This is their chance in the home half of the 8th. We'll be looking to the leadoff batter later on in this inning. Another AB. And if you're just joining in, hi everybody, this is Gary Thorne along with Steve Phillips, Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. And Fields is in the box. He'll get us started as we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. And here's the first one. Fastball misses away. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Line drive. Oh, terrific dive by Morneau. And he's out at first. What an out. Had to stretch himself out at first base. Still able to make the throw.
Well, great quickness to get to that ball, but then to get to his feet and make an accurate flip, that's athleticism.
Gets a turn here. Grounded out his last time through. 1 out, nobody on. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there at the letters for a strike.
You know, it's odd, Gary. This guy's down 0-1, and he tends to take this pitch, not overly aggressive. I think you got to go right at him and really get up in the count.
1 ball.
He delivers. Slider misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, he went for the backdoor slider right there, but he laid off the pitch. Good eye.
Swing and a hot shot. Oh, my. How did he get out of the way of that? Those are scary.
They tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate, and he took advantage of it.
And we've got Anderson batting. Wearing the collar thus far. Runner at first with 1 down. And here's the first one. First pitch, fastball, 0-1.
Now, Gary, I think he decided that was a pitch he needed to take as soon as it came out of his hand. Just can't handle that fastball up and away.
Kicks and throws. Lays off the curveball. Good pitch, though. 1-1.
Gary, he's unusually aggressive when the count goes to 1-1. figuring he's going to try to get that pitch over the plate, and I'm going to swing.
Cuts on that fastball. Can't make contact. 1-2. Slider tough to lay off, and it's 2-2. Two-two pitch. This is hit way up there. It'll be in the infield. And Mauer. And that'll set down Anderson. 2 retired here. It's going to be Brzezinski. We'll try it again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. 2 outs and a man on first. First pitch, here it comes. Swung on, line to right field. Oh, he's there, but he cannot make the catch.
Now, big moment for Carlos Quentin in this game. A real opportunity for him. Let's see who can win this showdown.
Now he steps in there with a chance to pick up another go-ahead run with 2 outs.
Well, they're going to have to consider making a pitching change right here. Think about bringing the specialist in to get this big out.
Here's the 1-0. That's outside, ball 2.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
And he delivers. And that's a ball. Now a 3-0 count. Quentin, we'll see whether or not he gets a green light here.
One of the best pitches in the game is the fastball down and away. It stays in the ballpark, and it's your power against power.
It's now 3-1. Quentin's got the hitter's count going.
He takes that strike to go to 3-1, but still a hitter's count, looking for a cripple pitch right here.
Hit sharply towards the hole. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. So they pick up no runs, 1 hit, and strand a couple. 8 innings in the book. On to the 9th. End of the order. We'll get to see Bobby Jenks pitching. Chicago is ready to try and close this one out.
Now, managers face so many different decisions during the course of a game, and as the game goes on and it's close, those decisions become much more critical to success or failure.
Gomez at the plate. He'll start us out here in the last inning of regulation. And the first pitch. Swing liner back up the middle. And that's going to be a base hit. Tying run is on.
Gotta love the start to this inning here. Now let's see if they can keep the momentum going.
And it's Denard Span. We'll try it again. Hit by a pitch as last time. No one out and a runner on first. First pitch to Span, and he tries to get one down. Benerko makes a nice defensive play.
Went out here in the 9th inning, and obviously in a situation where you're looking for outs, and you can't allow somebody to score, but if you can get an out, do what you need to get it. You want to get runners in scoring position, and sometimes you have to lay the ball down and get them advanced. That's what he did right there.
And if this runner scores, we'll go back and take a look at what just happened and say thank you very much.
Good team baseball right there.
And Casillas batting. One on, one out. Jenks with a delivery. Swing and a rocket toward short. And Casilla is retired.
You know what? You're one out away from victory in a very well-played close ball game right here. And listen, you'll take it. A 1-run win is just as good as a 10-run win. Well, you feel the pressure mounting in the stadium right now, Gary. Young Joe Mauer at the plate. Outstanding hitter.
And Mauer ready for the first pitch. And that's in there. Jenks ahead 0-1. Here it comes. And that's a strike. Mauer now will cover that plate with that big bat.
Well, 0-2, he likes to start the ball in the zone and then break that curveball out of the zone. You better be ready for it and have some patience.
That's a good spot to miss, but it's a ball, 1-2.
He went with the big curveball off the plate, trying to get him to reach for it, but he lays off.
The 1-2 on its way. And he leaves that one alone. Joe Mauer, patience. That'll even the count. Hit on the ground. This could be the end. And he's up with it. And on to first for out number 3. And that's going to do it.
Well, they treated their hometown crowd to a phenomenal pitching performance in this one. A big win on the shoulders of their pitchers.
And with this break, we've got a moment to join Jeannie Zalasko and the gang standing by in the studio.
Thanks, fellas. And now we turn to our Hardball Central postgame presentation of the Blue Pepsi Plus performer. And Steve, it came down to the performance on the mound, didn't it?
No doubt about it, Jeannie. Cologne was the guy for them in this game. He's not going to dominate you with his heater like he did earlier in his career, but he had that command. Everything else was pretty much working for this one.
That is it for us in Hardball Central. Back to Gary and Steve in the booth.
And Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Well, no question about it. They get the win in a close game. A lot of excitement and enthusiasm and ready for the next one.
This presentation has been brought to you by 2K Sports. For more, log on to 2ksports.com.